Hoodies are the best thing in existence. I look weird. I'm gonna take the hood down. Do I look beautiful? Today is actually day 2 of Buzzwordathon. Yesterday I had an exam at 6 p.m. so I didn't really read anything. I read 40 pages of my book. But first I'm gonna show you my whole TBR. If you don't know, Buzzwordathon is a readathon where you read books with a certain word in the title. This round is with numbers in the title. So that could be the number 1, that could be 1-O-N-E spelled out, or can be first, second, you get the gist. In my TBR, I showed you some of the books that I was planning to read, so I'm gonna show you them now. I'm getting 2 or 3 other books in the mail that have numbers, so I'll show you them when they arrive tomorrow, I believe. So the book I'm currently reading is The 100 by Cass Morgan. Obviously it has a number in the title. Since this whole series has a number in the title, I'm reading the whole series, I think. I'm gonna try. Then I have an Agatha Christie, which is The Mystery of 3/4. 3/4 is the number. Then I have The 1,000th Floor by Catherine McGee. This is also a series, but I just have the first book. I don't really know what it's about. Then I have 2 books that I'm telling you now I'm not gonna read. I can't read 100 books in a week. So these probably aren't gonna get read, but they're still in this stack of books that have numbers. First we have this book, which has a humongous title. I'm just calling it The 100-Year-Old Man by Jonas Jonasson. I didn't like the other book I read by him, so this isn't probably gonna get read anytime soon, much less this week. But it's still in my TBR. Then I have Henry VIII's Wives, which I've had on my bookshelf forever. If I haven't read it until now, I'll probably not read it, but my mom says I have to keep it because I got it as a prize. I've previously read this, but didn't finish it, so it's kind of a reread. It's fine. Last time I gave up on this because it was kind of boring, but I didn't even get to the part when they get to Earth. If you don't know what this is about, I've explained this before. It's about these 100 children or teenagers that are sent to Earth to see if it's habitable again, because for a long time it wasn't. There was like an atomic moment. I don't even know, to be honest. I have to study now. I'm not gonna read today unless I have time and finish studying for tomorrow, because I have another exam. I have an exam tomorrow at 4 and another one on Friday at 2. So Friday at 4 o'clock I'll be reading like a maniac. Yeah, I basically have 2 days to read 6 books, because the other 2 that are coming are Heartstopper Volume 1 and 2. They have 1 and 2 in the title. I'm counting that, and I really want to read those. So we shall see what happens, because knowing me, I'm gonna be in like a reading slump or something. Or I'm gonna read 100 books. It's kind of never in the middle. This is my TBR, basically. I highly doubt these other 4 are going to be read. These are more likely to be read. All of them, I don't know. Hopefully. Because I'm done having them just sit on my shelf and not being read. I mean, I have so many books that are unread. Like, it's lowering, but I've bought 100 million books right now, but it's going down at a good pace, I believe. Like, last year I read 21 books, and this year I'm almost at 60. So we've tripled, and that is great. It's not 200 books like other booktubers, but it's good enough for me. I've passed my reading goal. My hair is insane. I'm gonna study and then maybe read, and I'll tell you tomorrow after my exam how it went and if I read anything. Let's ignore, oh my god. Oh my god. Let's ignore my red Rudolph nose, the lighting, my voice, and the mess. I just finished both of these. I love them with all my heart. They are so cute. I love everything. I read them in like 10 minutes each. I loved it. 5 stars to both. My heart is dying. My face has shadows. Please read these. They are so worth the hype. I want volume 3 and 4 right now. I know volume 4 is just being published in 2021, but I want it right now. My sister, as usual, slamming doors and being fabulous. It's day 4 of Buzzwordathon. I haven't read anything of... Wait. I read until page 106 yesterday. I'm not really liking it again. It's kind of weird. You don't really know who is who. There's no description except for the girl, which is the blonde girl on the cover, which is called Clark. The only description is that she's blonde. Nobody else has a description until now, and I'm on page 100. That to me is kind of weird. I have 3 other books in this series. Is this gonna go well? Who even knows? That is the update. I have to study actually now, so later. Hello. It's day 4, I think.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Day 5.
I'm an idiot. I'm sick, as you may know. And I'm home alone because my family left me. Today I finished my exams, so now I can finally read without stressing, even though that last exam went so bad. But no need to dwell on the past. I'm gonna read this. I'm almost halfway. I'm on page 128. And this book is how many pages? 323, so basically halfway. I'm not really liking it. They still haven't described almost anyone except Clark's hair. So that's fun. This is not the ideal time to film because, hello. But I found a spot, literally a spot that doesn't have any light. So we're gonna stay here. It's day 6, so tomorrow's the last day of Buzzwordathon. And yesterday I finished the 100. Didn't like it, gave it 2 stars. There was no description of anyone in this book. The only description there is Clark is blonde and Octavia has a red ribbon in her hair. Other things that annoy me, there is no world building. You don't know what happened. You don't know anything, really. The names are dumb, just stating that. Who names their child Glass? Not me. It was kind of predictable, but I also seen the show because of my sister, like snippets, so I know what's gonna happen. Also, Clark, the love triangle moment, I hated. I hate that she switches guys really fast. Like, girl, calm down. Then, also last night, goodbye, I started day 21, and I read until page 126. I've read a little bit more today. And there still is no description. Oh my god, the sun is going away. Okay. There is no description of anyone. My book is disgusting. That is my update from yesterday. I read a book and a half, which is not bad. I'm breathing really heavily. Oh my god. Today, I went to a Christmas bazaar, market, whatever, because I knew there were gonna be books. So I've bought 3 more books. I bought 3 books for €3, which is a great deal. I bought Dan Brown's Inferno because I only have the first 3. This is the 4th book, if you put it in order. I don't know. Then, this part annoyed me so much. I found Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, and I got so excited because I've heard bad things, so I didn't want to pay the full price for them. And then I started searching for the other 2. This is book 3, if you don't know. Then I found Siege and Storm, which is book 2. And I searched and searched and searched and didn't find the other book. Guess what? They didn't have the other book. Who gives 2 books of a series to sell? I'm so confused. But I have these 2 now, so yeah, I don't have book 1. I'm gonna read this dumb book now, even though I don't really want to be honest. But I'm halfway through, so yeah. Then I have the other 2 books, and I don't know if I want to read them. It's the last day of Buzzwordathon, and I just finished day 21. 2 stars. There's still no description of anyone. This is basically not a survival kind of book, dystopian thing. It's more a romance. I don't know. But yet, I'm going to read this. And this. So, wish me luck. Hello. It's the next day at night because I just came home from lessons. I'm not willing to wait for tomorrow, so I'm doing this now. Buzzwordathon is over, as you may obviously figure that out, whatever. And I'm just going to quickly say what I read. First, I read the 2 volumes of Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. I give them both 5 stars. I loved them. They're one of my favorite new books. I think it's just 1 book considered, but I'm counting it as 2, so Goodreads counts it as 2. Then I read The 100 by Cass Morgan. I kind of hated this. I gave it 2 stars. I don't know what to say. And then I read Day 21, the second book to the 100 series by Cass Morgan. And I also didn't like this. I gave it 2 stars. And then yesterday, I didn't finish Homecoming. I read until page 200. So a little bit more than half. So yeah, I could calculate how many pages I've read, but I can't be bothered. These are the 4 books and a half that I read this week, which is not bad considering. I loved this readathon, even though I hated half of the books. I hope to participate in another one in the future. I'll leave the information of Buzzwordathon in the description. I forgot to say that on day 1. or day 2, which was the day I started. Yeah, that is the vlog for Buzzwordathon. Sorry for the weird ending and lighting, but you gotta do what you gotta do. See you in my next weird video, which is going to be in December. It's Christmas almost. It's almost Christmas. Anyways, bye.